Welcome to the last Jury of Your Peers content for the year. Another episode of Deliberation Room. It is coming out on Christmas Eve by the time you guys are seeing this. So, Merry Christmas from the boys. Give them a Merry Christmas, boys.
Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
Paddy loves the hose.
Okay.
So, we're back. And I wanted to do something a little bit special because, we've been grinding on this since April. We've been churning out content every week. Not a missed week, by the way. We have not missed a single week since we started this, which was one of our goals. So kudos to us. But we want to take you guys on a journey into our psyche, into our mental about Jury of Your Peers. Where did it come from? How did this all come about? We're going to review it all. First year in the books. Boys, how we feeling?
I felt better, man. I'm dedicated. If anybody doesn't know, I was maybe up all last night, maybe got an hour of sleep, not feeling the best. But I'm here. So, shows everybody listening I do care. So if you had any questions about that, give a follow. Your boy's hurting right now. Give a follow.
Yeah. Bello.
Ho, ho, ho. It's Christmas Eve.
Oh, my God.
I don't know who Bello is. This is Santa Claus.
Okay.
Ho, ho, ho. Don't tell Mrs. Claus I'm here tonight. Very busy.
Oh, my God. What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I had a premonition last night as I was sleeping. I was like, I should do a Santa Claus thing on the podcast. And, something just overtook my body there. I blacked out. I'm not quite sure what I just said. I think I just blacked out.
Oh, okay. So this is like a body take. This is like a possession type deal. This is not. Okay.
Where did you get the
So
Christmas
if you roll the camera back, from Santa's Little Elves at a place called Amazon.
They got here that quick.
That was a quick delivery.
Damn.
I paid extra to get it day of.
Respect.
And got here late last night. So that's why I needed the extra $5. I was getting ready. I was like, oh fuck, wait a minute, I gotta go get the hat. And I had to run downstairs and go grab it.
I am not wearing a Christmas hat to our viewers. I am wearing a Go Pack Go Christmas sweater.
We are very football Christmas themed because I'm wearing my Cleveland Browns Christmas hat. I could have worn my baseball one. My baseball one might get us canceled.
Yeah, it's a little bit racist.
Wait, we need to clarify for the listeners because that's going to sound really weird.
It's just an old Cleveland Indians Christmas hat. So it's got the old logo, the old name.
If you're not a baseball fan, they're now the Guardians. Yes. They're no longer the Indians.
Yeah, and their logo is literally a Native American man whose skin is literally red. So, do it that what you will. Anyway, we got a couple things that we got to plug shamelessly last show of the year. First up, we got a TikTok. We got an Instagram. Soon to be a Reddit. We do have a Twitter, but it's empty. I'm not going to lie to you. That, if nothing else, we are honest men. Go give us a follow. If we get to 500 followers in the next 7 days, Paddy will do whatever the top comment is on the November 12th TikTok. Go look it up. I'm going to pin it at the top of our freaking account.
Right now, the only comment on there is just eye emojis from one of my friends.
Yes, but the actual TikTok, I do know somebody who's commented, and I think it was like a last dab wing. They want you to do a last dab wing.
I think I'd die. So.
Yes, which would be great to watch. 2 podcast hosts from then on. And second up, Paddy has got another podcast that he does off the books. Paddy, give us a 17-second plug. Ready, set, go.
You guys can watch me get really, really sad about Miami football when they don't make the college football playoff and I have to watch Carson Beck continue to play football. I get to talk about a lot of other things, including all of my bets, all of my thoughts on the actual college football playoff, the committee, Amazon, YouTube TV, and yeah.
That's pretty good.
He nails it every time.
He does. He's getting really good at those ads. Guys, if you want to sponsor us, we got a great ad reader here for you.
Sponsors, if you want an exact second ad, such as a 19-second on the dot, we got a guy for that.
Yeah. Hit us up. jearofyourpeersped@gmail.com. Speaking of, email us your stories.
Yes.
We want to hear from you guys. We would like to read your stories and judge you on the main podcast. Maybe the minisode one day turns into OnlyFans submissions. Who knows? Right?
OnlyFans submissions?
Yeah, I heard the same thing.
Oh.
I was like, don't ask for that.
Only space fan submissions.
Only submissions from our fans.
There we go. That's
Okay.
a better way to say that.
OnlyFans is not just for porn stars, by the way. Other people do other things on there, I think.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're gonna get something
Allegedly.
from someone who does artistry work on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Allegedly. We got a couple shout outs. Again, we're year in review, so there's going to be a lot of housekeeping. There's going to be a lot of things you're like, man, they really are just plugging everything. You're goddamn right we are. First, shout out to Bello's fiance for making our logo. It's actually going to live on in perpetuity forever. I don't think we'll ever change it for any reason, ever. Even if we make $1 billion, that's going to be our logo forever. So, shout out you. Clap it up, boys.
Let's go.
Second up, shout out Aiden DeStefano. He's also got a TikTok at Aiden DeStefano. I don't know how to spell it. You can probably sound it out. But he is the one who made our theme song. He's cooking up a couple more for us that are going to be longer, that are going to be a little bit different, a little bit spicy. But now that that's out of the way, G Swizzle, shout out, commented phalange on the TikTok. Now the boys will actually start talking. What I want to know is, both of you, what is your favorite moment of the podcast so far, and what has Jury of Your Peers meant to you? Bello, we'll start with you.
Okay. Favorite moment. That's a tough one to triangulate on. We've had some bangers. Some real bangers. But reading Poop Knife to you guys was transcends the podcast even. That was just good, the three of us friendship moment. That was just so entertaining to get the reactions of, oh God, yeah, just my family poops really big, and then just seeing your guys' faces was, priceless.
2 feet is ridiculous, by the way.
Yep.
Still to this day, I think that's still our most popular episode is Poop Knife. There have been a couple who've come close, but that one transcended.
Guys, when I tell you to go look at the TikTok for that TikTok where Darrien cuts my audio, but you can see me mouth 2-foot craps and just watch their faces turn in horror as they're like, what the fuck am I talking about? Just excellent stuff.
That was in my old apartment.
Yeah. Oh, it was in both of our old apartments, Paddy.
We're all probably still working together at that time.
Yeah.
So that was a while back. I think that was episode 4.
Yeah, episode 4.
And I don't think if we had started in Deliberation Room, we had just started it. If not, we hadn't started it yet.
I think we started it after episode 2.
Okay,
so it was our second episode after that one.
And what it means to me for the new year, this podcast does something very interesting to me where it forces us to hang out, at least virtually, which is really good. Because we all know eventually we're not going to live in the same general location. So this is something we almost did. Besides us wanting to do content, because I think all of us did want to do content. For me, it was future planning of making sure that we're all still close and boys, even after we live on different sides of the United States, which hasn't happened yet. We're all still in somewhat proximity to each other, but definitely once things start to move and one of us leaves the area, it'll force us to hang out, which is great.
Yeah. Unless you make us rich, and then we'll all be forced to live in the same place so that we can continue to, have jobs.
A content house.
So,
yeah.
Yes, we'll all live in the same house, literally. Yeah. No, fuck that.
Can you imagine?
We'll live in the same neighborhood, same city. But no, that would go horribly. Okay. I like that. I like how you loosened it up. Paddy, how about you?
Yeah, I probably my favorite moment is something that listeners actually have not heard. But it was the first attempt at the first episode.
Oh boy.
Maybe one day we'll put some of the clips and voice memos from that out, but yeah, that was funny, and we all got super drunk recording the first one all in the same room on really shitty mics, and
oh yeah,
it was just a funny memory. So it was a good time.
For our audio listeners too, I'm just gonna say the reason you haven't heard this, or well, we've talked about it, but are never gonna hear it. When I tell you the audio is terrible, it's awful, guys. It is unintelligible. So hopefully, yeah, Paddy, we could source some clips out of there one day and kind of give you guys a taste of what happened. But if we posted the whole episode, I mean, it would just be awful.
Very bad. Like, and also we were not as cognizant of what we were saying because we got absolutely obliterated. So yeah. All right. What is it meant to you? What is Jury of Your Peers and the 2-minute drill meant to you, Paddy?
Just kind of like what Bello said, just a good way to catch up with you guys. Like, obviously, like, don't see you, Bello, as much anymore just because of work, and then switching teams. I don't see Darrien as much anymore, so it's just nice to get on and do this, and then it's fun. I mean, it's provided quite a few laughs. It's funny seeing all the TikToks, like all that stuff. I've got friends that will, like, when we posted the me barking TikTok, one of my friends texted me and said, "What were you barking at?" So it's funny to see that. Yeah, it's just been a wild year. I didn't think we would be able to keep up with the every week doing stuff, but I mean, shout out and props to us here for making it work even through our busy schedules. Because I mean, we're traveling a bunch, and we've got families and significant others that we're with, and I'm sure they at times have been less than happy when we say, "Hey, we have to record for 2.5 hours today," and
3 nights a week.
So it's been fun.
Yeah, shout out to the significant others, because they have had to deal with some serious bullshit. I know they have on all sides.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, hey, you promised to take me out to dinner tonight, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I promised I'd record 2 episodes tonight too. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
So shout out to them, and then Darrien, just before we get to you as well. Yes, I like how proud we are that we have not missed an episode. We've actually come up with more content than the original plan. Deliberation Room was not in the original plan. That was added on because we wanted to do it. 2-minute drill was an idea from Paddy of something he was passionate about and wanted to do, which is amazing, because this year particularly, it's always stressful, right? But me and Darrien are getting married early next year. So this year has been insane for that reason. I got a brand new job doing something very different work environment, just entirely new stuff. I know that was really freaky for me, trying to like figure out how I was going to make that work while also doing this. I think all of us have had like a pretty fucking bananas year. So to say I am proud for what we've done this year is an understatement.
Yeah, I totally agree. All right. What is my favorite moment on the podcast so far? It has to be the palette of deodorant. I don't think I have laughed so hard in years. I think I thought I was going to suffocate and pass out. Like, there was a point where if you watch, and there are 2 different TikToks that have a clip of this, I lean over in my chair, like to the side. At that moment, the viewers and the listeners could never have known this, but my vision went spotty. I thought that I was about to faint in my chair from laughing so hard. So that was great. And what the podcast has meant to me, and I know I'm the one who always gets like fucking emo and stuff about it, but like, I've wanted to do this for a very long time. Like, I am, 9 years removed from high school. God damn. But I'm 9 years removed from high school, and I have been wanting to do a podcast with my friends since high school. And, meeting these guys over the last couple of years, like this started as a pipe dream. Me and Bello just shooting the shit one day, and I was like, hey, how would you feel about this? And he's like, oh, hell yeah. And then immediately roping Paddy in and forcing him to do it. It was always going to happen that way. But it's really rare to find people who like share a vision with you. And I think you guys like hit it right on the head. Like we all know that like eventually we're not going to be together anymore, and this is just a way to stay connected. And then this is also a great way for us to connect with our friends, our family, you guys who listen, who are not in our friends and family. You guys are becoming our friends and family. It's like, you know, that's not something that a lot of people have. It's not something that a lot of people are ever able to get in their whole lives. So, you know, this is really special for me. And like I said, we're going to be here for 95 years approximately, nonstop every week.
I did say I was going to live until like 130 the other episode.
Yeah, Paddy will be hosting this alone at 125. Me and Bello will be dead already.
You heard that Santa impression I did earlier? That's not Santa. That's just how I'm going to sound in 95 years. You're like, hey, everybody, welcome to Jury of Your Peers.
By then, we'll have 30 listeners.
Yeah.
And then we'll be made men.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So I do want to give everybody like, you know, a little peek inside of our statistics. They're what they are. That's fine. But it's the beginning. We want to bring you guys along the journey. You can be like, oh, I was with your peers whenever they had such and such amount of listeners and blah, blah, blah. We're creating that for you guys because we care about you. You're a part of the initial group. You were the first year JYP supporters. So shout out you guys.
A founding father, if you will. Or mother.
That's good. If there was a way to track all of you down and call you a founding father, give you like a badge or something, we would, but we can't. We don't have the facilities for that yet. Maybe one day. We have released so far 24 episodes of Jury of Your Peers. We will have released 11 Deliberation rooms. Golly. At that point, I think we will be on episode 15 of 2 Minute Drill, 14 or 15.
Yep.
So we've been churning out content for you guys. Let me see here.
It'll be almost 50 episodes.
I know, Jesus. The fact that we were able to get all this stuff out is absolutely ridiculous. But total, all time, we have had a total of 668 downloads, almost 669. Wouldn't that have been something?
Somebody go download right now. I know this is not even close to live.
Please.
It's Christmas Eve, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, we're actually recording this on Christmas Eve, and it's coming out on Christmas Eve too.
That's true.
Yeah. And we've had 549 listeners. So like, you know, we didn't start this until April 26th. So almost May. So what, May to December? That's what, 8 months? 8 months to have almost 700, a little bit less than 100 monthly listeners. That's
when it says listeners. Is that like individual, or is that like every time someone listens to an episode?
I think it's individual. I think it's unique.
Unique listen. I almost can't believe that. That does not sound right to me. But okay, sweet.
Yeah, it feels freaking great. That's how we have more downloads than we do listeners. 668 downloads to 549 listeners. That's huge. We've spanned across 4 countries. So United States, Singapore. Don't know who you are, but shout out you because you've been
probably someone
really
using
listening.
a VPN, but still.
Yeah, literally. Hey, if you're using a VPN at Singapore, what are you into? What do you got going on that telly for to be using a VPN in Asia? What's going on, brother?
Singaporean Netflix.
Yeah, come on now. The Netflix shows aren't worth that much. Brazil and Italy.
And Ireland.
So one of those. Yeah. Oh, and Ireland on the, so 5 countries on the 2 Minute Drill. So, you know, having reach this amount of people, like, could you imagine 500 people just sitting in a room listening to us yap? Like, no way. So being able to connect with you guys, being able to talk to you guys, and you guys to actually sit down and listen and give us the time of day, like, that's really special to us. Shout out you guys. Clap it up for the jury. right, boys. We're at 20 minutes. I think we should start doing those very special announcements. What should we start with? Somebody throw out one of our announcements that we know is coming.
Paddy's OnlyFans.
Ooh, that's a good one. Paddy's launching an OnlyFans. And not the same OnlyFans that's going on the minisodes. This is a real OnlyFans, the actual OnlyFans. Paddy, talk to us about your OnlyFans. Let's go.
Breaking up. Okay. Yeah.
He's going to show off his expertise in full frontal mirror nudes.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Specifically.
He's got a two-way mirror that he actually puts the camera behind. That way it's like through the looking glass, you know?
It's some really high tier stuff, you know?
Yeah. He's really going full like Christopher Nolan. Like he's going real mind fuck with it. Anyway, real announcements. Next year, drumroll, we are launching our YouTube channel. I know it's been a request for several people over the last 6 months or so. We're finally going to do it. We're finally going to take our little faces to the medium-sized screen, and you guys are going to be able to watch live and in action. It's going to be an editing challenge for me, so that'll be fun to figure out how to do that. But I'm really excited. I think we got some good stuff cooking. We got some good stuff planned for the YouTube. It's not just going to be the podcast anymore. So I'm excited. More to come. How are we feeling about being on the screen, boys? We're going to have to pay attention. We're going to have to look into the camera. We're going to have to throw to each other. People are going to see us whenever we're sitting here talking. No more pants off recording. How are we feeling about the YouTube, boys?
I am incredibly excited.
What? Yeah. YouTube is not going to let that slide.
Yeah. Sorry, big dog. Tough. I'm excited. I don't think we have a release date yet. So don't get too excited. Don't think it's January 1st, 2026. I wouldn't say that. But I'm very, very excited for it. We all have some really good content ideas. We're going to hone down exactly what it is we want to do. I know some things that I definitely want to do, but we're cooking. We're cooking in the background here. Hopefully, after me and Darrien's weddings, when everything slows down, we can really hammer out some cool stuff.
Yeah. And because of that, we're going to be upgrading these cameras, too, because we don't want you guys looking at blurry images, Paddy.
Paddy is blurry.
No. I was wondering what your opinion was on the YouTube.
I'm excited. I mean, I don't have a face for YouTube, but we'll make it work.
Hey, tell that to all of our listeners who think you're the bee's knees off TikTok. They're like, oh my God, Paddy's so hot.
I don't think that's ever been said.
True. It's true. Tell that to the guy that lost his wife and realized he was more faithful to the Browns than his own wife.
Exactly.
Yeah. Tell that to that guy.
Shout out that guy. We're actually going to send a clip of this to you personally in your DM. So sorry about your marriage, but thank you for commenting. Oh boy. Next up. Next year, we're going to be launching a Reddit. Reason being, we want to interact with you guys. And we get it. Not a lot of people want to email. We're all old on this podcast. We're out of touch with the youth. So we're going to get on Reddit. We're going to have an official Jury of Your Peers subreddit that you guys can submit your stories. Maybe whenever we cover the stories, we're going to be throwing the episodes and the links underneath them so that you guys can always know which stories we're covering. You know that they're live in action. We're always up to date. Bello, go into what you want to do on the Reddit a little bit more.
So I think it'd be a great place for a mini Am I the Asshole subreddit. There's many Am I the Asshole subreddits. Like already when we first started, I found like 2 or 3 and I had to find the main one. I want to make our own that has our own set of rules to make sure that it's actually, I'm still not sure how I'm going to do the logistical part of this, but making sure that it is actually interesting. Because there's a lot of Am I the Assholes out there that's like, and I've said this many times, this is not new information, but someone's like, my boyfriend beat the fuck out of me until I almost died because I said ew to him. Am I the asshole for saying ew to him? And you're like, what? This man needs to go to prison. What are you talking about? So, trying to get some more filtered stuff of like, okay, are you actually the asshole? Things that are up for debate. So besides that as well, interacting with you guys, having a more, the more ways we have to interact with you, the better, because I know we're working on other stuff too, but Instagram and TikTok have been doing well. We might as well keep expanding.
Yeah, Exactly. And I would like to think that we're actually funny dudes. So if you hit us up on the Reddit, we might shoot you back something a little good, a little jokey joke. I think all of us are pretty funny guys. Outside the pod, pretty much the podcast is just a vision into exactly what we would be talking about if we were just sitting around playing around to golf talking about Am I the Assholes. It's actually probably a little bit less unhinged than it would be in real life. If you want more unhinged episodes, make us rich, and then we don't have to worry about our jobs, and then we can do it.
That's true.
So
that's true. Then we can secure the bag.
Yeah, if we secure the bag, then you'll get the full unfiltered on Patreon. We're gonna make you pay for it. It'll be $8,000 a month.
A premium Patreon.
Yeah, only high rollers. And then every month we'll actually fly to your house and do a podcast in there if you pay $8,000 a month.
This is how we avoid having that like rent an office space. Is like somehow we conjure it that our fans get the opportunity to let us an office space.
It's like the woman who subsidized her entire wedding, but for the podcast. We're going to be subsidizing the podcast into you guys' homes, and we're just going to raid your fridges because we can't afford food. So very excited for what next year has to offer. I don't want to give too much away, but I know me and Bello especially have some other mini series cooking up in our brains. We might have mentioned it here and there on the podcast. Maybe you can go back and scroll through and find an Easter egg or two. And I'm sure Paddy's going to come up with something, especially once the weather gets nice. That's all I'm going to say, though. That's all I'm going to say. All right. So our promise to you, we're going to be here every week once we start next year. I'm talking through weddings. I'm talking through vacations. We're going to be here for you guys every week once we get kicked back off next year. And we got a lot of upgrades to the system. We got a lot of new content coming you guys' way. What we need from you guys, give us that follow, start commenting, start interacting with us. We want to hear from you guys. Anything else to close out? Guys, it's the end of the year. This is the last recording session of the entire year. What do we want to say to the people?
Happy holidays. No matter what you celebrate, happy holidays. Happy New Year. We'll see you guys next year. We're very, very excited for all the new content we have coming out. Follow us on YouTube. We actually do post JYP on YouTube, but we understand YouTube's a video platform, but it is our audio podcast, so it's obviously not our main thing. But you can expect some spice next year. Some really cool stuff. Check it out.
Happy 2026. See you next year.
All right. And I'm going to end off with shout out my mom. And we'll see you guys next year. It's going to be a wild ride. And a lot of this stuff I'm just saying so that when we inevitably have our documentary, I can harken back to this moment and I'll be like, see, I always knew.
Yeah. Easy to
That's always what successful people say. They're like, if you would have told me I would be here, I would believe you because I work so hard. It's all luck, big dogs. And we're hoping to get a little bit of that luck. Paddy's got betting luck. We hope to get podcast luck. See you guys. Love you guys. Happy holidays. Happy holidays.